Hi, everybody. I'm Eric Estrada. Welcome to Divine Renovation.
This is Divine Renovation Destination New England, where we identify families or facilities in need of home enhancements to improve their lives that must be completed in a very short amount of time. Divine Renovation brings together caring neighbors, not-for-profits, and businesses to show that people still really do care.
I always say that it is a great day to be in the city of Torrington, but I am telling you today is a particularly great day to be in the city of Torrington. It's an opportunity for us to celebrate the great things that happen by the volunteers that pull together and make things happen in this community.
There is a house in a small New England town, but it's not just any house. This is a home, providing shelter and food for those in need. Who are the people, the heroes behind making it all happen? Why do they do it? And why is Divine Renovation on the scene?
I'm Deirdre Houlihan DeCara, Executive Director at FISH, Friends in Service to Humanity of Northwestern Connecticut, where we support the most vulnerable people in our corner. Welcome, Eric. I'm so delighted that you're here with us.
Thank you.
And learning all about our wonderful homeless shelter, which I call it the Fish Family.
Yes.
And also our food pantry. I have a philosophy that we're all about making people just feel good. Let this be a blip on your radar. And the whole goal is to get you in a bright new future. You know, it's such a variety of ages that we serve, and we have a veterans dormitory as well.
Well, yeah, vets. Yeah. God bless the vets.
Yes.
Deirdre has a dedicated team, including Dan, who works directly with Deirdre.
So this is where our ladies sleep. Here's our vet's dorm. We also have veteran staff, and we work closely, of course, with the VA. They seem to be neater than a lot of other residents.
Well, you know, you have a lot of people that come here and donate their time, their energy, their intelligence, their experience. They're really heroes for you here, aren't they?
They sure are. I have to share that I loved publicizing, and I still do, our heroes and angels.
One of those heroes and angels is Father Emmanuel Ihemadu, a native of Nigeria, who through a series of chance meetings found his way to Torrington, Connecticut, where he became head of a parish. Father helps by bringing food to the shelter on a regular basis. Eric met Father Emmanuel, and together they delivered food to Fish.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Oh, there it is. Fish.
Yes.
Food pantry. Well, shall we go in?
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Peace be unto this house.
Yeah.
Got it.
Thank you.
All right.
Where we go when our time is up here depends on how much we have loved. I was hungry, you gave me food. I was thirsty, you gave me to drink. I was a stranger, you welcomed me. I was nobody, and you made me somebody. See, that's what life is all about, making a difference, you know. And when we are gone, everything that we have done for ourselves, they go with us. But what we have done for humanity, for our brothers and sisters, that will stand tall in their hearts and in their minds.
The biggest problem at Fish is that there are some very pressing repairs that need to take place. That's where Divine Renovation handyman Brian Bielefeld will assist.
Our friends over at Fish, they really need a hand. Fish is a great community organization helping people in need, people who need to eat and people who need to sleep. Today, actually, we're gonna head over to Fish. We're gonna be upgrading their freezers. Their freezers are dated, and again, this is a kitchen. We've got to give them the ability to serve food in a healthy, functional way, and to be able to provide something so important as that. It's pretty cool.
That's a big freezer there, Brian.
Should freeze a lot of food.
Yeah. go. Got a little stump there. You got it? There we got it. All right.
While the new freezer is installed in the
good to go.
pantry, the
Yes.
kitchen at Fish needs a lot of work, including removing and rebuilding a new floor. And there's a back porch at Fish in disrepair and in a dire state, causing problems for residents and staff. There's not a lot of time to do the repairs needed, and Jeff, a foreman at O&G, is concerned.
This is well over a decade old, maybe more. You can see we've got rot over here, bouncing, yes, quite a bit. It's not gonna fall down right now, but it needs to be done soon. O&G sent me over here to take care of this, and I'm grateful. It's nice to come back and give back to the community.
Absolutely,
You
absolutely.
know, and they want to make sure it's done right, so we'll end up taking the whole deck and stair system down, making sure it's all up to safety code for the building department and safety for the residents and anybody else that comes out of here.
Repairs are not the only thing taking place at Fish. Preparations are underway for a beautification project necessary to do before a big town celebration on the premises, including something that they've wanted for a long time at Fish, and Divine Renovation is going to provide.
That's where your flag's gonna go,
That's
right
it,
there.
right.
All right. Right in the front, beautiful.
We are. We're very excited to have the flagpole here at Fish because we have a veterans dormitory. We're a part of the VA program for homeless.
You get many veterans come through here.
We have 5 at a time.
Oh,
yes,
wonderful.
we have a dormitory. So we wanted a flagpole for years for them. So this is just very
Now
exciting
you got
for
it.
us.
Now you got it. And it's
Yes.
gonna go in real soon.
Larry, a veteran, recently moved into the shelter.
We really appreciate your service and your sacrifices, and we thank you. You know, want you to know that. It comes from the heart from all of us.
Thank you. I've been here, I'll say probably two and a half, 3 months now since I've been staying here.
Good, good. That's really good. And it's been very positive for
Yeah.
you, right?
Oh yeah, of course. My kids are here as well. You know,
how
my
many
2
kids you
kids.
have?
I have one that's mine, and then I have my stepdaughter and my stepson.
You know, with daughters, I got a 23-year-old. When they turn 18, you can't use the word no anymore. You know,
They're 4 and 7, and I still can't use the word no. You know.
With the flagpole a day away from installation, volunteers have come to prepare the ground for planting flowers and to paint the porch.
well, it looks great. It looks great. And hey, Daryl, what do you got there?
Some more chairs because we got some donated flowers coming in soon, and
Beautiful.
we're gonna put it down here and put some mulch all over it
Yeah.
and
All right.
make it look nice and beautiful, and hopefully the flowers will blossom lovely.
Make a nice pit here. Okay. All right. Beautiful. Yep. Yeah, that's a nice spot there, right in the corner there. I like that. All right, there's 1, that's 2. That's good. We're doing great. Why don't we go for a ride? You know, this is really nice. I'm gonna help you out here a little bit if I could help, because I used to be a really good painter back in the day. Yeah, I used to tag subway trains and everything back in New York where I grew up.
Daryl is a former resident of the shelter and has been an employee now for 10 years.
I know he has gone through a lot as an individual and staying here. You know, he has a background in substance abuse. He is living proof that anything is possible. If you try hard enough and work hard enough, you can overcome any obstacle that you face in life.
I tell my clients, 1 foot on the other, back on the other side of the glass. I said, that's why I work so hard, and they think of me as being like strict on them, but I'm only just trying to keep them to look positive, to, you know, that if I can do it, you know, you guys got a chance to do it as well.
Everybody needs, you know, second chance, even third and fourth chances.
That's right.
You know, you can't stop.
And we're blessed here because we have a full wraparound services. I have a wonderful case manager, Adam, and he makes sure that people have every service possible linked to them so that when they do leave, they're ahead of the game.
Adam remembers one resident's reaction when he got her placed in her own home.
I'll never forget, she was teary-eyed and hysterical, crying because she was so happy that I helped her get into an apartment. She gave me a big old hug, and that's another one of the feel-good stories that I have, and that's what keeps me going as a case manager is having those rewarding moments in this field.
There's still lots to be done before the party.
We're hoping to also add a bike rack.
I see you have a bike there.
We
You
have
know what?
one, but several of our residents use bikes.
Well, then maybe we could do something about that.
Well, that'd be great. All right.
Sunday afternoon, we go for a ride.
This bike rack's gonna be great for us. I mean, we've just been keeping our bikes just willy-nilly all over the porch. And here, we're gonna have some organization here. It's gonna make us look a lot neater. And all of our residents will have a secure bike rack to brace their bikes onto.
Right now, we're in there working on remodeling the kitchen. And I'm supposed to do it in 4 days. 4 days, so we'll see how this all works out.
Heavy demolition work of the kitchen is underway. Workers must move fast so that the kitchen is swiftly back in operation for the residents they serve.
So now it's all sturdy. And we should be good to go.
The crew will be working into the night as the sun sets. Today is the big day. Not only are distinguished guests coming, but lots of surprises are in store, as well as a big barbecue lunch to thank the community for coming together. While renovations are being completed, Father Emmanuel's school kids have taken over the outdoors to plant the beautiful flowers and shrubs provided to fish.
Right? To scoop a little scoop in the ground, and then they're easy to take apart with my hand because I left my tools at home. There we go. Put it in here like this.
All of us are God's children, regardless of where you come from, regardless of the socioeconomic status, regardless of your race, and your faith. We're all God's children.
With all this hard work, refreshments are in order.
How much is it? $1.
Rumor has it that students from St. John Paul the Great Academy make the best lemonade in town.
Thank you. I owe you one, Father.
You're welcome. Lemonade is always good at our academy.
It's very good. Thank you.
You mind giving your priest one too, please? You guys are wonderful.
It's very good. Very tasty. On a hot day, there's nothing better than a shot of lemonade.
Meanwhile, an illusionist is getting ready to put on a show for the kids. Lynn Dillies has driven several hours just to participate and entertain.
So life can be so hard for so many people these days. We could all use some magic in our lives.
Magic, 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 magic. Da, na, 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 na.
And for me, I've been so blessed by my gift of magic. And what motivates me every day is to find a way to use my gift to make a difference in people's lives, to touch people. That's why I came here today, is to use my magic to put a smile on the kids' faces and let them know magic does exist in the world.
Final touches are being done outside with the new bike rack all set to go. And while the big barbecue lunch is just minutes away, Eric gets to meet some other residents of Fish.
All right, so come on into the common room. This is where our residents, they're served dinner every night. And this is where they get to know each other, they mix, they mingle. We have best friends made in this room.
And I want to say welcome to Divine Renovation.
Thank you.
I'd like to know, what do you think of this place? Why some people find homelessness a negative connotation, and it's not. This is a shelter as a home for you, right?
I call it home.
Right.
I call it home, and being homeless, it's very difficult. To try to make it through day by day, it's not an easy task. But then you get the doors to open up here, and you find a family. I have a family here.
David, yourself, how long you been here?
Oh,
You've been
good
involved.
question. Got to be 6-8 months, maybe, I would say, somewhere thereabouts.
And what brought you here?
Wonderful landlord raising the rent. I have no family. It's just me and no place else to go. Had no option. And at my age, streets are out.
Every day is about building people's self-worth, encouraging them, helping them in every way possible. At both the food pantry, you see such stories of people in need, and certainly here at the homeless shelter as well. I truly feel good every day being here and trying to work with my wonderful staff to encourage people and bring them brighter futures.
Joel, a former resident of Fish, recently moved into his own home.
Managed to meet a person in here who is like my spitting image. Just she's 2 months younger than me. So we're best of friends, we're roommates. So I got a great roommate out of it. It was a godsend. It saved my life.
Hi guys, come on in. Is my living room here?
If I didn't get in here, I don't know what I would do. I've never spent a day in my life without a roof over my head. Fortunately, I got in here, and it was great. And I've managed to get my own apartment with Tina. This was a stepping stone. It's great.
$2. Anybody got $2?
Supporters, volunteers, and residents of Fish are being treated to an old-fashioned New England barbecue. And while lunch is being served, members of the local vets organization are getting ready for the installation of the American flag that Deirdre has wanted for so long.
And today's project, which is a complete correction or renovation of the flagpole that honors our veterans, is particularly encouraging for me. There's no stronger message we can send to our community than our gratitude to our veterans who have served our country, the men and women that stepped up at a time when we needed them most, but more importantly, for their families that stayed behind and prayed for their health and their safe return.
We have put in a new floor in our kitchen. We are putting on a new porch out back for our residents of the shelter. All of you wonderful children that came to help put flowers around to make us feel really cheery and happy. Every day when I arrive, I will feel happiness because I'll think of all of you, I think. So I just want to thank everyone, but the biggest thank you is truly to have our new flagpole. I have dreamt of having a flagpole here for years for our veterans program. My heart is just filled with such joy about this wonderful week we have had.
And it's great that you people step up for your community, nowadays especially. And it's great that you young people are learning what it's like to be compassionate about your fellow man. You must never forget that. Pour that blessing out to someone because she'll get it back tenfold. Louder. Da, 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 da.